welcome back to the sideboard one last time here at the Star City Games Modern Open in Louisville, part of the SCG Tour, brought to you by Ultimate Guard and Okie Dokie Dice. I'm Nick Miller alongside two-time Open champion Oliver Tomajko. Congratulations. Third Open in a row, we're handing a trophy to someone who's already taken one of these down.
Thank you.
Obviously, last weekend, you were in the finals against Zan.
Yes.
Did not quite go as well for you.
Nope.
But back-to-back weekends, you just put up a ton of points, vaulted almost 20 spots on the leaderboard, and now you're really in the thick of the PC race.
Yep. I played a lot of Opens. I played all the Opens besides Dallas this year, and I had a lot of, X4, X5, some classic finishes, but I mean, I was procrastinating like I do with schoolwork, and the last two Opens of the season I decided to, maybe bring a little fire.
Well, school's out now.
Yes.
For most, and we've got SCGKY coming up with the Invitational. You've done a great job of putting yourself in a spot, even leapfrogging your teammate Ethan this weekend, and now the race is log jammed. You had you and Dilks in the top 8 of this Open.
Yep.
A much needed win for you to try to be right in the thick of it. I know last weekend in the top 8 you were discussing with Abe, you thought Dredge was the deck to be on, and it didn't seem like you changed your mind.
I really, really love playing Dredge. I find it super fascinating because you get to play a lot of games where you win with really, really bad cards, and then sometimes you get games where you just have the perfect hand and win on turn 3. And so it's a nice dichotomy between really good, really bad.
Right, that game 1 of the finals is a pretty much prime example of the pure power the deck can have. And then earlier in the Swiss, I saw you play against the Titan Shift player. Turn 1, Cage, turn 2, Relic. You won that game in a prolonged stinkweed beat down, casting, crippling chill.
That one maybe a little bit of luck came into play, but sometimes you got to win like that.
And you got most of your teammates to play the deck. Do you think this is the deck to be on going into the Invitational, or do you think maybe your win might sour that now? Yeah,
Dredge is the type of deck where when it does really well, same with a deck like Affinity, people tend to add 1 to 2 more hate cards into their sideboard, and then that makes it a lot harder to win with Dredge. So I don't know if it's a really good choice going into the NV. I do think Dredge is super good as a deck, and people tend to, not bring as much hate as I think they should. So,
how much hate did you run into this weekend?
Not that much. A lot of my opponents cut hate because of Tron, Amulet getting the Karn, and then also humans becoming a little bit more popular. They were focusing there and not on graveyard decks.
Right. A lot of War of the Sparks cards showing up in most of those decks. You, I think, only had the one Blast Zone in the sideboard. How did you like that?
The Blast Zone's great. It's really, really good against humans because their old plan used to be post-board. They would just set up a bunch of Auriac champions and basically wall you out, gain a bunch of life, and deck you out. But with Blast Zone, eventually you find it, and then you just loam it back over and over and just kill all of their creatures.
Right, Real. You had a pretty, you said yourself you didn't have any big successes in the first half of the season, but you definitely came on here at the end. How's it feel to get the second trophy now and be in a great spot?
It feels really good. It's been a long time since I've had an Open trophy. Last time was when I was in 9th grade in, I think, 2014.
Providence, right?
Yeah.
Well, you were the youngest then.
Yes.
And now you get another one to add. Any shout-outs or anything to close it up here?
I have to give a shout-out to my team, Team Mythico Studios. It's a great store in New Jersey. We are a group of 5 players, me, Ethan Gajewski, they're all watching, Aiden Breyer, Kane Reinhardt, and Nazar Sarhan. And we just work together, and thank you to the store for sponsoring us. Basically that.
All right, well, we'll see the whole squad at SCGKY.
Absolutely.
Best of luck going forward to the PC race. I'm going to send it back over to Cedric and Patrick to close it out here in Louisville.